Let's talk about how to call out unfair treatment at work, okay? And side note, if you have a work issue that you want me to try to cover in a future video, please submit it in the link in my bio and go ahead and follow me so you can hear about all the crazy HR stories that I cover on my channel. All right, so someone wrote into me and said, I'm a Black woman who started at this firm about 5 months ago. Shortly after I started, someone senior on my team left and I ended up taking a lot more responsibility. There's a lot of things going on, including my boss refusing to recognize me essentially doing a higher level job without any pay increase or recognition. But to me, an equally unfair and big issue is that I've been asking for a private office, but was told there's a manager rule where only managers get offices. But other people with my same title and level, same boss, and similar tenure have offices. So it feels like the rule only applies when I ask for it. As a Black woman, it's hard not to question what's really driving that. If I brought this to HR, what do you think would actually happen? So what would actually happen largely depends on how you approach it. And if I were advising you, I would tell you to use this thing that I call the detective criminal approach. And so if you are a fellow crime show fanatic like I am, you have seen this happen where a detective is interviewing a criminal or a suspect, and they try to lock them into an alibi with hopes that they can dispute that alibi and create leverage to say you actually did do something illegal here, okay? So that's what you're going to try to do with your employer. So you've already requested the office. They've told you only managers can get it. So then I would respond back in email, in writing, and I would say, thank you for sharing this. However, it feels like this policy is not being evenly applied to all employees. This person, I would name their name, their title, has an office on my floor, and they are not a manager. I would name the other people. This person who has this title is not a manager, and they have a private office. So can you please explain why I am being specifically treated differently than these other employees and how this policy does not apply to them but applies to me? And I would ask them to respond. If I was HR receiving that, I'm going to be like, Houston, we got a problem. And I would be trying my best to get you an office, okay? Or at least being able to provide a better rationale for why I can't get you one right now, okay? And it puts your employer on notice that you notice that there's something fishy going on in the water. They might try to go crickets on you. I wouldn't let them do that. I would follow up probably every week and be like, give me an answer. But ultimately, if they continue to do this, they're not paying you for this extra work. I do think it's something that you want to consider. And I think that you might have a little bit of a cause to make a complaint if you'd like to, where the burden would be on them to prove why they are treating you this way and have it not be related to race, which I think is hard to do based on the current circumstances. So hope that helps.